Morning, guys. Casper TSCFit.us again. So today we're gonna do some back. Okay, I made some universal handles. Okay, these are the uni handles. The other one I showed you yesterday is the isolation handle, the ISO handles. So these handles here today are pretty much standard. The only difference is that the biggest problems in the gym currently is there's stuff missing for you to attach your handles. Those carabiners are always gone. So when you buy a handle from TSCFit.us, you get your own little carabiners with you. So in case there's nothing to attach them with, you can attach your own. So I'm going to attach my handles right now. Easy squeezy. As you see, they are attached. So today I'm going to show you what makes it different from TSCFit.us and other ways of training. Well, since my origins is Viking, I'm Danish. I was sitting thinking one day, I said, how can it be that a Viking would row across whatever ocean, lake, whatever it is, was able to row for hours, if not days, and then when he got to the other side, being able to pick up a sword and go into fighting on a big heavy shield without the arms being tired. So I was thinking, since your back is attached to your shoulders, why would I bend my elbow? Why would I bend my arms to put pressure on my arms if I know I'm going to row for 3-4 days across some ocean that's no wind? So it took me some time to figure out, well, the back is attached to the shoulder, so you move your shoulder over your arm because that's what we're made to do. You know, we go back to this whole evolution thing. We're made for climbing, crawling, swimming, and all these things. And a swimmer, you don't see doing this in the water. That don't happen. It's a long stride, okay? So this movement here is pretty much just for lats. That's why swimmers got big backs, okay? They got a big chest because they're moving their shoulders. But whatever movement they're doing, it's not the arms doing this because you have no advance or you're not going forward swimming like this, okay? So with that said, I only got 40 pounds on the machine right now. So I'm going to demonstrate how I use my lats in the row machine. Then I'm going to show you how I do my lower traps and then how I do my upper traps. Okay, the whole thing can be used on one machine. You don't have to do chin-ups for lats. You don't have to do all these things that the conventional training tells you to do. 3 sets of 10, and if you can't lift yourself, go train your arms because you need to be stronger. No, I'm going to use my back only. So I'm going to sit back here so I can get a longer reach because I'm going to lean forward. As you can see, my elbow stays locked and now my shoulders go forward. Now the tension is on my lat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach with my shoulder, bring it to my hip. Bring it to my hip. As you see, I'm reaching with my shoulder and not my elbow. I'm reaching with my shoulder. Now the tension stays on my lat. So if I'm sitting in a boat rowing, and I'm rowing this way, now my arms won't get tired. I can go into battle any day of the week because my arms won't get tired. Now it's staying right on my back, okay? Because all your major muscles is attached to your shoulders. So I'm going to do 3 exercises. I'm going to do 10 lats, either single hand or double hand. The reason why I prefer single hand is because when we walk or run or whatever we're doing it like this. Twist with hip and upper body. And that means back health. So if you don't twist, you get a stiff back. And everything you're doing normally, chest or whatever, where you're not moving, you get a stiff back. You get a lower back pains for whatever you're doing. So you got to get some kind of momentum in because that's natural. So now I'm going to do lats for 10. I'm going to do lower traps for 10. And then I'm going to do upper traps for 10. So my positions now is made for my lats. So I'm going to do 5 or 6 right here. As you can see, I'm reaching with my shoulder. My shoulder is the first thing to move, not my elbow. My elbow just bends because of the angle. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting like this. Now my lat is not contracted. My lats has to go down to contract. Okay? So I'm bringing my shoulder up to my ear, bringing it back to my hip. The only reason why my arm is bending because of the angle of the rope. If the rope was up higher, the angle would be different, or lower, it would be different. I'm just following it. My elbow stays locked, I'm reaching with my shoulder. Okay, I can do both hands, like butterfly, and it stays on my lats. All lats, okay? So I'm gonna change my position because now I wanna pull with my lower traps. There will be some lats in it depending how much I lean forward. If I lean forward too much, the first thing that picks up is gonna be my trap, but the minute my body gets in about 90 degrees, it switches to my trap. So if I'm gonna stay on the lower part of my trap, I'm gonna sit right here right now, pull, pull. As you see, it's not my arms, my biceps is not contracting, my biceps is relaxed, it's just following the angle of the rope. But I'm pulling with the lower part of my trap. As you can see, my shoulders go forward, back, forward to stretch, and back. If I want to do my upper traps, I'm going to change my angle again, and I'm going to pull up to the traps, the upper part of my traps, just like a shrug. So the only thing that we've been taught to train my back is when you do shrugs. Okay, that's the same for trap. But what's the difference between me doing shrugs for lower traps or lats? It's all attached to the same part of your body. So there's a misunderstanding that you have to bend your arms doing back or bend your arms for doing chest. And that's because of conventional training, conventional exercise. And it all dates back to the 1800s when you saw a strongman in the circus lifting outrageous weights, and there was people in the audience that wrote it down, and that's where all our techniques and workout machines and everything came from. Even our medical industry, kinesiology, physiotherapy, all these things came from that circus guy. But here's the thing, was he an athlete or was he an entertainer? He was an entertainer because after he lifted that strong shit and the rocks or whatever he was lifting, outrageous weights, do you think he didn't go out backstage and try to put ice on or relax or calm down? Because he probably got injured more than once. But because that was his livelihood, he had to go back the next day and do it again and do it again and do it again to make ends meet. So this is where the misunderstanding came from. So I took that whole thing that we've been taught and I went through it, and now I figured out that upper body muscles that are the biggest ones are connected to the shoulders. So if your shoulders don't move, you're not doing anything. That's including chest. That's why I invented the Viking bench, as you can see on my channel. It gives you a possibility to contract your chest. Okay? The bench press was made on the ground. So there's no way to move your shoulders except forward. Never get the full stretch. And to get the stretch, people do this shit. And this is now when people get issues or get stretch marks. So if your arm stays here and you're pushing forward, as you can see, my chest is contracting. But if you look at the back of me, you can see when my shoulders go back, now I'm contracting my back. That's the secret. So if you want to know more, go to tscfit.us or go to Instagram at tscfitusa and get some more information. The uni handles are available on the website. The ISO handles are available on the website. And the Viking bench is available. I currently have 8 made in Las Vegas. So if you are local to Las Vegas and you want one, go in and order one. Because it's be a minute before I get more made. Since I'm my own guy, having my own business, doing my own work, getting a welder, getting all these things done here locally, and I don't have a factory and it's all handmade and made in the US. So that's where we're at. Anyway, have a great day. Have a good time in the gym. Any information you need, don't forget to reach out. Ask me the questions. Have a good day.